has the right food that will satisfy even the most bored person around. And after your meal, you'll once again be a happy camper. Social distancing is being observed, but there is still room to serve you. The Overland Express, serving Helena since 1975. Now on DoorDash.
The ultimate transformation to freedom is taking on that mountain on skis or a snowboard. Play It Again Sports is the only stop you need to get ready to take on the giant this year. Need more than just skis? Get set up in a package deal. Buy a snowboard or skis with boots and get 20% off all your accessories. Play It Again Sports has helmets, goggles, even coats, hats, and snow pants. Powder to the people. Get ready to take on the mountain with a helping hand from Play It Again Sports, next to Mackenzie River Pizza.
Great games, great snacks, great customer service, lots of great winners, and one cranky Ron. Hi, this is Jenny from the Gold Island Casino. There is nothing that gets us more excited than watching our customers hit a big payout, and we all know it drives Ron crazy, but we love it. We've got all the newest games with all the fun bonus rounds, especially on our Montana Golds. So fun. Come see us, get a drink, hit a jackpot, and say Nan Nanny Boo Boo to Ron. It'll make our day. Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
Dining rooms for your home are waiting for you at Rucker's Furniture. With the holidays fast approaching, now is a great time to treat yourself to a new dining room set. Whether you need a small dinette for your kitchen or a large expandable table for your dining room, Rucker's has a great in-stock selection to choose from. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. Your new dining room is waiting for you at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Rucker's like no other furniture store.
Why pay more? At Furniture Showroom, every day is a great day to buy new home furnishings. No matter what you need, Furniture Showroom has a great selection of ready-to-deliver sofas, recliners, reclining sofas, bedroom, occasional tables, sectionals, extremely affordable therapeutic beds, and more. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit. Ask for details. Don't forget, if you need new home furnishings, ask yourself one question. Why pay more? Then go to Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
If the weather's been any indication, we're already in for a rough winter. But your car doesn't have to notice. Get to DJ's Automotive. They can make sure your vehicle is winterized and ready to go. Heater, defrosters, fluid check, tire check. DJ's Automotive specializes in vehicle maintenance to make sure your car runs all winter long and well into its golden years. Don't let a rough winter keep you from doing what needs to be done. Let DJ's Automotive give you confidence that your vehicle will keep doing what it's supposed to do all winter long. DJ's Automotive. Here for you and your wheels.
Hi, this is Jan. Thanks for calling Toyota.
Hi, Jan. I heard Toyotathon is on.
It sure is. We've got great year-end deals on Camry, RAV4, Tundra, Highlander, and more. Do you hear that?
That would be my mom. I'm home for the holidays, and apparently she's still eavesdropping on my calls like she used to.
What was that again about year-end deals?
Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, honey, come here.
Okay. And did I mention every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? Our 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan. It's happening again.
Dad, hang up the phone. I am so sorry.
Toyotathon is on now. Come in today. Tell your mom.
Current offers end November 30th. Toyotathon ends January 4th. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever occurs first. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to Saints basketball. Tip-off is next on Rewind 94.9. Your home for the Saints.
Back from the PE Center, it's Daniel Sally, joined by the Hall of Famer, Coach Gary Turcotte, here inside the Brad Schmidt All-State Insurance Press Box. And we're getting ready for Game 2 here between the Saints and the Blue Hawks in tonight's doubleheader. And Coach Turcotte, before we meet the starting lineups, I think a lot to be excited about in this matchup.
Well, I don't know an awful lot about Dickinson State. We just know that they went in and put a thumping on Montana Tech last week in Butte. So they got to be pretty salty. Carroll is very young, and they haven't had very many practices together because of COVID. I think this will be a measuring game, Daniel, where we'll look back a month from now, 2 months from now, and say, remember how Carroll looked back in November before Thanksgiving. Because I think Carroll's got going to have a really good basketball team, but I think they've got a ways to go to get there.
All right, well, now we'll go ahead and meet tonight's starting lineups. First from the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State, starting at guard, a senior out of Charleston, South Carolina, number 2, Trayvon Hamilton. Also at guard, a senior out of Dublin, California, at 6'4", number 5, Bryce Knox. Starting at forward, a senior, 6'6", out of Lancaster, California, Jalen Tinnen. Starting at forward, the leading scorer on this team, coming into this game averaging 18.7 points a game out of Irvine, California, standing at 6'5", number 22, Aiden Tosick. And rounding it out, a junior guard from Broward County, Florida, standing at 6'3", number 24, Nashim Lozier. And for the Saints, we're going to hear a lot of familiar faces here. Of course, no more Dane Wolf, but starting at point guard, as always, a 6'1" junior out of Spokane, Washington, Shamrock Campbell. Joining him in the backcourt at guard, number 11, a sophomore out of Woodland Hills, California, Dennis Flowers III. In the front court, playing small forward at 6'6", we got a sophomore out of Corona, California, number 20, Gavin Ramirez. In playing forward as well, Jovan Slovankin, a 6'5" junior out of Belgrade, Serbia. Rounding it out, Ifani Okeke, standing at 6'7", a sophomore out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. And correction, I had a little mishap there. It's not Gavin Ramirez. Brendan Temple getting the start tonight for the Saints there. A little hard to see from up high here, but it'll be Temple, Slovankin, Flowers, Okeke, and Campbell. Of course, Slovankin will move down. We're used to seeing him play the 4, but he'll be starting at the 3 in this lineup with 2 bigs, Temple and Okeke. Coach Turcotte, thank you for the roster donation. And here we are ready for tip-off, as it'll be Okeke going toe-to-toe with, hold on, I'm pulling up the stats here, but Okeke wins the tip. It's Campbell taking the ball up for the Saints. Campbell works near wing. It's Dennis Flowers, goes to Slovankin. Slovankin now out to Ifani Okeke. Okeke drives, looks to kick, but it's stolen by Tosick. Tosick moves the ball over. Dickinson swinging the ball around, now with it on the right wing. They're looking for Tosick, but they can't quite find him. Tinnen with it now at the top of the key, guarded by Temple. Here's a drive, kick stolen by Campbell. Flowers knocked to the ground, no call. With it is Slovankin. Slovankin outside, it's Campbell again. Campbell, top of the key. And Ifani Okeke with a nice little crossover there. He puts up a 3, that's no good. And a player down on the ground for
Lozier.
Yeah, Lozier for Dickinson State.
And he went down real funny, like there was no contact or anything. It looked like maybe his left knee.
He's up now, but he's going to go to the bench.
It's a knee or an ankle.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. So
yeah.
I'm wishing him well, because that's it looks like something wrong. He's clearly in a lot of pain, but he got off the court there. So I'm hoping that he'll be all good.
The Carroll trainer is over there treating him right now.
Yes, Jeff Burchell, who does a very good job.
Yes, yeah.
Spent a lot of time with him on some of those road trips last season.
He's up now walking around. I think it's his ankle.
Yeah, the way he's kind of stepping on, favoring it, it looks like an ankle.
Yeah.
Well, the Blue Hawks get it inside. They take it across the court. They continue to swing it around. Here's a drive on Campbell. Good defense. Dickinson finds a backdoor. Shot up, and it's good. Dickinson State strikes first, 2-0 with the bucket. I believe that was it Hamilton who got that one?
Yep.
Hamilton getting on the board for the Blue Hawks. As I finally got my stats pulled up here. Brendan Temple on the elbow. Gets it over to Flowers. Flowers setting up the offense. The defending freshman of the year in the Frontier Conference, I might add, Dennis Flowers, as Temple goes in, puts the runner and knocks it down.
Tough shot.
And Coach Paulson already animated on the sideline. He brings the energy. He learned it from the best, huh, Coach? Taking it up, Hamilton goes to Knox. Knox puts one up. No good, rebounded by Slovankin. 2-2, tie ball game, 17:55 remaining here in the first half. Shamrock Campbell over to the wing. Now Flowers. And a foul is called. Are they going to get...
We got Brendan Temple for pushing off in the post there.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well, that's a turnover by the Saints on the offensive foul there. Tosick will inbound.
Coach Paulson didn't like that call.
No, he's not too happy. Keep that mask up, Coach. Hamilton working up the court. He drives, fade away, off the rim, no good. Rebound, OKK. OKK with the outlet pass to Campbell, and the Saints are running again. Here comes Shamrock, setting up the point. Year 3 for Shamrock Campbell. We got to know him as a freshman when he was a mainstay on that national runner-up team with Ife Kalajaye, Match Burnham, Matt Wyman. But now he's become a leader of his own as it's a rebound and put back by Ifeani Okeke to give the Saints a 4-2 lead. 17:20 remaining here in the first period. Taking the ball up, it's Knox. Bryce Knox passes it off to Hamilton. Trayvon Hamilton back to Knox. Looking inside for Tosick. Tosick has it now, guarded by Slovankin, and this is a matchup of 2 all-star caliber players as Tosick takes a fadeaway. It's no good. Rebound Okeke. Okeke pushing in transitions with the dribble. Slovankin has it now. Spin move off the glass, and that was just beautiful. Jovan Slovankin for 2.
That's a Jovan shot right there.
He just continues to get better. Another guy who made his name known as a freshman on that national runner-up team. 16:36 remaining in the first half. 6-2 the Saints lead. Good defensive game up to this point as Knox passes it back over to Hamilton. Hamilton looking inside for Tosick. It's stolen by Slovankinen. Jovan leading the break. Gets it over to Campbell. Campbell, far wing, three-pointer. Got it! Shamrock Campbell knocks it down. And Coach Turcotte looking at the numbers. I mean, Sham's averaging 18 a game so far this year. Only 2 games, but that scoring role is increasing.
He's a point guard that's showing that he can score.
Hamilton takes it up, passes it off, drive from Knox, goes for a runner, no good, but a foul called on Ifeani Okeke. That'll send Knox to the line to shoot 2. Like we said last game, Coach, very quiet in here when they step to the free throw line.
It's a different atmosphere, but you know, it wasn't the girls' game was entertaining. It was you'd like to have the fans, but it's still basketball.
We're making do as the jacket's already off for Coach Paulson. Yeah. First shot in for Knox, but at the 15:59 mark, Coach Paulson ditching the jacket, going with the shirt and tie look. 15:59 left here in the first half. 9-3, Carroll leads. And before Knox takes his second free throw, Carroll basketball is brought to you by Furniture Showroom. Why pay more? Every day is a great day to buy new home furnishings at Furniture Showroom, as that is knocked down. And a pair of subs checking in, Trey Ladkey as well as Chayton York checking in for Dickinson State. Carroll with the ball now leading 9-4 after the free throws. Campbell goes to Slovankinen on the elbow. Slovankinen looking for Campbell, instead gets it over to Ramirez. Ramirez off the dribble, back out to Slovankinen. Little pop step by Jovan, puts it on the ground, drives, kicks, Okeke, pump fakes 3, drives baseline, two-handed jam! Ifeani Okeke!
And where he took off 10 feet from the basket.
That guy
that was amazing.
Oh my, Ifeani Okeke, I'm looking forward to not only a full season of that, but 3 more seasons of those types of plays from him. Wow. 11-4, Saints lead, 15-16 left in the first half. Ladkey kicks it to the corner, with it is York. York drives, puts it up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 as the foul's called on Okeke, but no basket with that one. And wow, I mean, those types of dunks, they take the air out of the building.
He floats in the air, he just hangs. It's explosive. But that was, I didn't think he was going to dunk that. From where he took off, I thought he was going to have to bank it in.
Yeah, wow. Well, Brad King will check in. He's a guy who took a medical red shirt last year, so it's nice to see him back out there, because I tell you something about Brad King. He's one of the nicest guys you'll find.
Yeah, very popular on the campus. Just about everyone. Excellent student.
John Evans hits the free throw. 11-5 is the score now. Saints lead by 6. Campbell to the wing to Flowers. Goes inside, and a foul called on the entry pass. Campbell will inbound from the baseline. Out of bounds, last touch by Dickinson. Flowers, crossover, inside to Brad King. King posting up, and an offensive foul as he tried to back down there. Nice job by Jalen Tinnen of the Blue Hawks, drawing the contact there and getting it to go the other way.
Yeah, that was a nice play. It was borderline floppish, but there was probably enough contact there to make the call.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We'll leave it at that as taking the ball up is Chayton York. York gives it off to Tosick. Tosick pulls up, mid-range, no good. Rebound, Flowers. Dennis Flowers III, very talented sophomore player out of California. He goes, Ramirez baseline, no good. Brad King with the offensive rebound. He looks to go back up with it, and King draws the foul. That'll send Brad King to the line for 2. Great job sticking with that play by Brad.
Well, you give him some success. Now, he hasn't played basketball in darn near 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, he's been out a long time, so good to get him in there and get some success early.
Yes, absolutely. Very happy for Brad King if he misses that first free throw. And before he takes his second, Carroll basketball is brought to you in part by John Lagerquist Realtor at Century 21 Heritage Realty, serving all of your real estate needs from homes, commercials, farms, ranches, and land. Call John at 439-0650. Also, Overland Express Restaurant, serving Helena families delicious all-American food along with their famous hot wings since 1975. Try them tomorrow night. Free throw no good from King as it's rebounded by the Blue Hawks, and they'll set up their offense. It's Trey Ladke out of Wyoming. Dickinson swings it around. Here's a three-pointer from Ladke. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Dennis Flowers on the far side. Flowers will work his way back up the court. Flowers off the dribble, pull-up jumper from mid-range, no good. Tipped out by King, brought down by Campbell, and Campbell will set up the offense again with a fresh 20 seconds added to the shot clock. Campbell off to Ramirez on the far side. Now Slavonkinen. Slavonkinen drives. Jumper, no good. Going for his own rebound. Nothing doing though. It's rebounded by Nashim Lozier. And through about 6.5 minutes, 11-5, the Saints lead. Not the best offensive showing from either team up to this point. Here's a drive. This is York. York tries to kick it. It's hit off a Carroll player. And that'll be Dickinson State ball on the baseline. And now checking into the game, it's Guy Pedra. He's a freshman out of Argentina. I know he's a recruit that Coach Paulson was very excited about. He comes from Cathedral High School in California, also the alma mater of Carroll greats Ife Kalajaye and Laurel Johnson. And I'm not really sure what happened there on the far side of the court, as it was saved in a couple times, but that ball touched multiple people who were out of bounds, and they didn't blow a whistle.
That's one Carroll should have come up with. I don't know how they managed not to.
It just seemed like everyone who was touching the ball had their foot across the line, but call eventually made. The Blue Hawks have it. Carroll still leads by 6. 13-15 remaining here in the first half. Drive, kick. With it is Tinnen. Tinnen kicks it out to Knox. Correction, that was Evans with the assist. And Tinnen with the bucket. So, another bucket for Dickinson State. 11-7. Carroll in the lead by 4. 12:55 remaining in the first half. Jovan Slavonkinen posting up. Kicks. Pedra over to Campbell. Campbell for 3. No good. Rebound tip in by Ramirez. A nice bucket there for the Saints when they needed it bad. 13-7. Saints lead by 6 once again. 12:35 left here in the first half. Ramirez looks to get in position for a steal, but the pass goes right by him and Jalen Tinnen. Out of bounds. That's a turnover by the Blue Hawks. Carroll will get it back. 12.5 minutes.
Carroll is definitely playing better defense than they did on their road trip. A lot of pressure causing problems for Dickinson State right now.
A lot of improvement on the defensive end, even in these first few minutes of this game for the Saints. But like I said, pretty slow offensively so far. But we know Coach Paulson-led team, they pick it up eventually. Shamrock Campbell. Now King. King on the elbow. King hands it off to Campbell. Campbell from the elbow, that's no good. He gets his own rebound. Pump fakes, gets it over to Pedra. Pedra inside. Brad King with it. Gets out to Slovankinen. Slovankinen drives, posts up, spin move, no good. And it's tipped in by Brad King. And I'll tell you, that height that Brad King brings to the table, they missed that last year.
That was nice. That was a good vertical. He really got up off the ground there. And that's an improvement. He had serious knee surgery, so it's good to see him get that kind of lift.
Full timeout called on the floor by Coach Selvig, so we'll take it as well. Saints lead 15-7. We're back in 60 seconds here on Rewind 94.9.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Dining rooms for your home are waiting for you at Records Furniture. With the holidays fast approaching, now is a great time to treat yourself to a new dining room set. Whether you need a small dinette for your kitchen or a large expandable table for your dining room, Rutgers has a great in-stock selection to choose from. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. Your new dining room is waiting for you at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Rockers like no other furniture store.
Back here from the PE Center inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance Broadcasting booth. Daniel Sally joined as always by the Hall of Famer, my compadre, my broadcasting partner, Coach Gary Turcotte, as the Saints lead 15-7 here against Dickinson State in Game 2 of this doubleheader. I keep wanting to say Frontier doubleheader, but just NAI home opener doubleheader for the Saints. Aiden Tosick with it on the far side for the Blue Hawks in the corner as he moves it across to Trayvon Hamilton. Hamilton drives, loses it, and that'll go out of bounds. Last touch by the Blue Hawks. A nice turnover there, Coach Turcotte, out of the timeout by the Saints.
Well, they trapped it on the second pass and forced the skip, and really good rotation by Carroll. Defensive rotation.
Campbell taking it up the court. He goes to the far wing, or near wing, to Flowers. Slovankinen with it now. Over to Pedra. Pedra, the freshman, gets over to Flowers, now to Slovankinen. Slovankinen, corner three, yes! Jovan Slovankinen with a big-time shot there.
I think he needs to take that three. They're giving him that three and trying to play him to drive.
Knox takes it up inside to Evans. Evans dumps it off, and that's a foul drawn there by Lozier. Looks like they get Pedra for the call there. I tell you, I'm excited to see what we get out of Guy Pedra this season, because the Saints, I don't know if you've noticed this, Coach, but we've had a nice little streak, not quite every year, but a nice streak over the last half decade or so of Conference Freshman of the Year.
That's a good point.
Free throw in there by Lozier, but we had Zach Taylor, Ryan Emhoff, Oliver Carr, Matt Burnham, of course.
And Daniel, one of the reasons for that is Carroll does recruit freshmen. Not every school in the conference does.
That's a good point. It is a good point. Rebound by Carroll off the missed free throw, 17-8. It's a 9-point Saints lead. Shamrock Campbell at the top of the key. Goes over to the wing. It's Pedra. Pedra. Now Ramirez. Ramirez to the wing to Flowers. Flowers. Dribble drive. Kicks it out. Ramirez. Mid-range J. No good off the rim. And Coach Paulson said in his interview he doesn't want to have to settle for those contested long twos and threes. Floater up, from Hamilton. That's no good. Rebound brought down by Campbell. Campbell works it back right to left. Should mention the Saints working right to left on the timeline here in the first half, wearing their gray uniforms, purple numbers. Slovankinen, three, top of the key, knocks it down.
And they're giving him that shot. They're playing him to drive. And they're going to have to, if he hits another one of those, they're going to have to get up on him.
Joke's on them. He can do it all. With it now is Evans. Evans, top of the key. Goes over to the near side. It's Hamilton. Hamilton, now to Evans again. Evans, off the dribble. Takes it inside, off the glass, and it's good. 2 points for John Evans.
Yeah.
20-10, Saints lead.
The freshman from Lethbridge, Evans.
How about that? Three-pointer up from Flowers on the other end. That one's no good off the rim. Rebounded by Tosick. 20-10 though. 9.5 minutes left in the first half. And things haven't changed a whole lot in these last few minutes. Still a pretty slow offensive game, but starting to pick up. I think The most life we've seen so far was that dunk from Ifani a few minutes back. Flowers takes it up the court, outside of Slovankin, and now Campbell for three. No good. It looks like they'll get Pedro on it over the back there. That's his second foul, if I'm not mistaken. So that's not a great move there. As the timeout is called by Coach Paulson. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Give us a chance to kind of unpack what we just saw over those last 10 minutes. 20-10 lead for Carroll, and they look good on the defensive end. Offensively, I think they're still kind of figuring things out.
Well, both teams, and early in the year, early in a ball game, both teams come in, they've had a week to prepare. They've seen video of the opponent, and they're both playing good defense. I mean, there's not a lot of defensive errors being made by either team. Every bucket that you get is pretty well earned. Carroll, playing just a little bit better defensively than Dickinson. Interestingly enough, as 24 got back into the ballgame, there he is. Yeah, the one that sprained his ankle.
Yes, Hashim Lozier.
Yeah, and he's at the line now, and he blew his ankle out. Looked like early, but he's.
I'm wondering if maybe that was a cramp.
It could have been. Yeah.
It just looked like the way he was walking that it was an ankle, but he
could have been. Yeah.
First free throw. He'll get one more at the stripe now. He cuts it down to a 20-11 ball game. Second one up. And that one's good. 20-12. Carroll in the lead by 8. Coach Paulson gives Pedro a high five as he goes to the bench. A little foul trouble here. Campbell setting up the offense. Goes to Ramirez. Ramirez on the elbow with it. 5 on the floor for the Saints. It's King, Campbell, Slovankin, and Flowers, and Ramirez. And that ball's stolen by Dickinson State and thrown immediately out of bounds. So a nice defensive possession there, but then they got it back and threw it right back to Carroll. It was Che York throwing it out of bounds. Inbounding it will be Campbell from the baseline.
Well, with Derek Selvig being the coach of Dickinson, and him been on the bench the last 3 years for Montana Tech, he knows Carroll's stuff, and he knows Carroll's personnel. So It's not like a normal non-conference game. You're going against a coach that's coached against you for 3 years.
Here's Flowers on the drive, off the glass, and one. Dennis Flowers III, a.k.a. Babyface Buckets. I've been waiting to call his name. Big time shot there. Nice play by the sophomore. I'm so used to calling him a freshman, so it's going to be hard to make sure I don't make that mistake.
And he missed an awful lot of the preseason, and he's practiced very little with the team. So you knew it was going to take him a while to get going. He's a double figures guy. Count on it consistently every game once he gets his legs underneath him.
Free throw good, so he completes the 3-point play. 23-12. Saints now at a game-high 11-point lead. Dickinson State swinging around. It's Knox. Knox on the near side. And it looks like Coach Paulson in a defensive stance there on the sideline. As it's a turnover forced by Slovankin. It was Lavke that got caught in the air. Brad King in transition. Gets it underneath. Ramirez off the glass, and it's good.
Nice find by Brad King. A real nice find.
It's nice to see Brad King early on playing some productive minutes. Che York with it. Top of the key, he's trapped. He gets it out. Knox, drives, kicks. 3-pointer up from Lozier. Nice closeout by Slovankin, and that three is no good off the rim. Rebounded by King. Outlet pass to Campbell. Campbell takes it up the court for the Saints. Saints will slow it down, set up their half-court offense. Slovankin in far wing. Gives it to Ramirez, who motions to the top. Now outside of the wing to Flowers. Flowers at the top of the key. Now he drives. Puts it up off the glass, and it's good. Dennis Flowers starting to heat up a little bit, and that's got to be a great sight to see if you're Coach Kurt Paulson.
Well, he went right that time. He went left the other time. I think he can go either way.
Ladke taking it up the court. Picked up at half court by Campbell. Passes it off to the near side. With it is Knox. Knox drive. Excuse me, that's not Knox. Tinnen gotten the pass from Knox. Lozier with it, he drives, goes up for the dunk. Nice defense at the rim by King, but a foul called. And I mean, if you're Brad King, there's not a whole lot else you can do about that. Going to the line, it'll be
Lozier.
Lozier,
he's a good player. And what were his numbers coming in? He was like 17 a game or something?
Yes, I believe
Yeah,
so.
you can see it.
Double check that.
Yep.
First free throw up from him. And that one's good. Little line change for the Saints as Ramirez and King will go sit down. Coming in, Guy Pedra back in, as well as Brendan Temple. And Temple's a guy who last season played quite a bit of minutes early on, then kind of went through a middle ground where he wasn't seeing a lot of time. Then they needed him to step up really late in the year and close to conference tournament time, and he answered the call.
Well, he makes very few mistakes. Very smart player. And he's got size. I think what they need from him is they need him to score. He needs to be able to score.
Coming into this game, Lozier averaging 11.7 points per contest. Small sample size, only 3 games, however. As Campbell swings it out, Flowers now inside to Slavankinen. Slavankinen back out to Campbell, now to Pedra. Saints swinging it around, it's Flowers. Flowers off the dribble, drives in, pump fakes, goes up with it, and that one's no good off the back rim. Temple goes for the rebound, catches a quick elbow to the face, unintentional, I might add. But it looks like he got his bell rung a little bit, but a foul is called on Temple there, however. 27-14, 6:43 left in the first half,
and
low-scoring affair.
And Dickinson's in the bonus. Now 19 fouls on Carroll, only 3 on Dickinson.
So something to look for the Saints to hopefully clean up as they
and that's
go into the second half.
The third foul on Brad Temple, so he'll have to go to the bench.
Yes. Temple with 3, and looks a little slow. Got a little bump in the head. I'm sure he'll be all right. Free throw up, and that's no good. So it's rebounded to the front end of the 1-and-1 missed. Slavankinen gets it over to Campbell, and now Slavankinen will set up the offense. He gives it off to Pedra, hands it off to Flowers now. They swing it. Jovan with the drive. Pump fake. He loses the ball, picks it back up, kicks it out to Flowers. Flowers over to Ramirez. Ramirez drives, passes it off to Campbell. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. Flowers at the top of the key, taking Evans off the dribble. He drives in, puts up a runner, and a lot of contact there, but no foul called. It's taken up by the Blue Hawks, and Ladke will set up the offense. He gives it over to Evans. Evans near side. Picked up by Campbell, stolen by Flowers, and saved from going out of bounds. An excellent defensive play by the sophomore.
Great anticipation.
Slavankinen inside on the block, turnaround, baby hook, no good. Guy Pedra, offensive rebound, and he puts it up and in for 2. Nice play there by the freshman.
And that'll get him going. I think that's his first bucket that I've seen him get.
And there's Dennis Flowers, like you said, on that last defensive series, making a play. You always compare him to Dennis Johnson. That's a Dennis Johnson play right there. Swinging around, it's the Blue Hawks. Knox drives with it up off the glass and good. Hits the wall kind of hard. Glad there's a pad underneath there. Shamrock Campbell up the floor, 29-16. The Saints in the lead. 5:20 remaining here in the first half. Flowers now to Ramirez, over to Pedra. Pedra off the dribble. Back to Ramirez. Hits off his hand and goes out of bounds. That'll be a turnover by the Saints as Brad King checks in. So another turnover by the Saints. That marks 11 now on the game.
Yep.
So still not the cleanest of first halves we've seen.
They've got a ways to go on that. But I talked to you before, half-court offense, it just takes so much time.
They haven't had a lot of practice.
And they haven't had them.
Running point, it's Trayvon Hamilton for the Blue Hawks. Hamilton over to Knox on the near side. Knox takes a dribble, a little crossover, pulls up for 3, and that's no good off the rim. Brad King with the rebound. He gets the outlet pass to Campbell. Campbell up the floor, gets it over to Slavankinen. Slavankinen takes a dribble. Nice no-look pass, but it's anticipated and tipped, knocked loose by Trayvon Hamilton. Tosic with it. He's been quiet so far tonight. 0 points. He's the team leader coming into this game. And that's out of bounds off the air ball. Last touch by Dickinson State. It'll be Carroll basketball. But Tosic.
Dickinson has done a nice job of taking away Jovan on the drive and the post-up. Now, he's hit a couple of threes, but they're really collapsing on him when he gets the ball inside or if he tries to post up on him.
Yeah, 30-second timeout called on the floor. We'll go ahead and keep it here just since it'll be such a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
But I like the point you just made there, and I think that ties back to Coach Selvig seeing a lot of this Carroll team.
Exactly.
He's seen Jovan beat Tech off the dribble time and time again. Here he is on his own staff, and he's saying, all right, we're going to do something about that.
Yep.
And if he's going to beat us tonight, it's going to be off the shot. And I think that alone, not being able to go to Jovan on the drive, that creates a little confusion with the offense, and I think that's how you lead to this many turnovers early on.
Well, yeah, you just count on Jovan to be the guy that makes plays for you, and Dickinson's done a nice job taking that part of his game away.
Back from the timeout, Dennis Flowers III taking it up the floor. 29-16, Saints lead, 4:15 remaining here in the first half at the PE Center. Daniel Sally and Gary Turcott, of course, inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. Here's a drive. Okeke puts up a runner, and good.
Tough shot. Tough shot.
I'll tell you, I mean, after watching 16 minutes of Carroll basketball here tonight, Ifeanyi Okeke, he's shown some of the most improvement out of any of these guys. I'm very impressed. Taking it up, it's Javon Hamilton. Looks for Tosic, and that is thrown out of bounds. Turnover by Dickinson. The Saints get it back.
Tosic was wide open. I don't know how he got so open. But bad pass.
And I tell you, they've done a good job on Jovan.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got 8 points. They've done a good job on Jovan. Tosic, their leading scorer, he came into this game averaging over 18 a game, and he's got 0 points in the first half. So I think halftime adjustment for for Dickinson, for Coach Selvig, is going to be to get the ball in his hands as a missed shot on the end by Carroll. Dickinson State takes it up the court. With it is Hamilton. Hamilton passes it off. Here's a drive shot up from Tinnen, and it is no good. However, he will draw the foul, and there's 10 team fouls now.
And Brad King got caught trying to swim around on the high side that time, post defense. And that's just, Brad's got to be able to play better than that. He's got to play good defense because he's a legit big guy.
Oh, yeah. He's a 5. True 5.
He can play post defense for you.
First shot up from Tinnen. That is no good.
That's almost an air ball.
Very close. And, last season with this Carroll team, kind of a plethora of guys who could play that power forward spot, but they had to use him as a 5.
Yep.
Now they got an option at that true position. Second free throw good from Tinnen. Slovakian will inbound it. Shamrock Campbell running the point.
Well, he's a 5 and Brad Temple's a 5.
Yes.
It's Brandon Temple, excuse me. See, look at them collapse on Jovan in there.
Inside finds Flowers back door, but the pass goes a little too high.
I mean, they triple teamed him that time. I mean, they're coming for him. He's got to make that pass.
Tosic inside. With it is Tinnen. Tinnen, turnaround, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Okeke. Okeke pushing it up the floor for Carroll. Okeke on the drive, pulls it back, gets it out to Campbell. Campbell back to Okeke. Inside they go. It's tipped by a Dickinson player. That was Lozier with it. Stolen by Hamilton. Hamilton drives, kicks. Lozier with a nice little crossover move. Three-pointer, and that one's good. Very polished move by Lozier there. I'm impressed.
Little shot fake, and then he rhythmed up.
31-20, Saints lead, cut down to 11. 2:25 remaining here in the first half. Don't forget, we'll have all kinds of analysis ready for you guys at halftime of this ballgame. Slovakian, now Flowers. Flowers drives, pulls it back, gets it out to Jovan. Slovakian right into a triple team again. Now Flowers, open three from the wing, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Hamilton on the break. It's Lozier going up with it. Oh, and he misses a layup. And a timeout off the rebound called by the Saints.
Carroll really struggling at the offensive end in their half-court offense now. That's a good timeout by Coach Paulson there. They're just not executing at all at the offensive end.
30-second timeout. 2 minutes left here in the first half. And, I mean, Coach Turcott, 31-20. So you feel good if you're Coach Paulson about the lead, but there's definitely a lot he's going to be able to take into this locker room at halftime to tune up and be better in the second half.
Yeah, they're just not sharp offensively, but I just knew that was going to happen. You and I talked about it. They just haven't had the practices.
They're young, not a lot of practice.
Yeah.
And the one thing they have going for them is that a lot of these guys played minutes together last season,
right.
But these things take time. That's why you play a full season, right?
And then they're triple teaming Jovan, the guy that you want to carry you.
I believe he was a 6-time conference player of the week last season.
Yeah, when he got it last time, he was triple teamed. Now, when that happens, he has to find the open guy. And last time he threw the ball away, but he's got to be a really good passer this year because he's going to get doubled and tripled all year long.
Well, just mentioning that reminded me, I forgot to mention today, congratulations to Shamrock Campbell on winning Frontier Player of the Week last week, and also a happy belated birthday to Shamrock. He celebrated his birthday this week, so wishing him all the best as he takes it up and sets up the offense out of the timeout for the Saints. He gets it to Slovankinen on the elbow, back to Campbell, now to Jovan again. Jovan seeing single coverage for the first time, and there's the help defense as he puts it up, the runner, and it's good. Nice move to the hoop there by Jovan.
Well, they got him the ball away from the basket and let him drive rather than trying to get him the ball inside.
Trayvon Hamilton taking it up the court. Picked up by Campbell. Goes inside. Little turnaround from Tosic. Nice help defense by Ramirez, but a shot through traffic. That's in for Tosic.
Tough shot by Kosick. He's strong, physically very strong
Very
kid.
strong. He's got a very big frame. Dennis Flowers the third on the far side. Slovankinen for three. Off the rim, no good. And another thing to note, Saints now 3 of 9 from three-point land, so not the worst, but not great for the first half so far. Here's a drive. Hamilton pulls it back. He's double-teamed now. Nice trap there by Ramirez and Campbell. Timeout called by Coach Selvig, or I believe maybe Hamilton signaled for that timeout.
Well, Carroll had him trapped. They were in trouble. They took that timeout to save a turnover.
And another 30-second timeout, so we're just going to go ahead and stay here with 54 seconds left in the first half. 33-22, Carroll still an 11-point lead, but a lot of work to do here with a low-scoring affair in the first half. They, if there's one thing we know about Coach Paulson, his second half adjustments are always good, so I'm looking forward to see what they bring out of the break. Don't forget, we got the halftime show coming up here in a few minutes. We're going to be able to talk about the game, give you guys a recap, a rundown of what happened earlier today in the girls' game, and of course, look ahead to the second half of tonight's game before the Saints try and put a cap on what might be a home sweep tonight. Don't want to get too ahead of myself. Inbounding ball to the timeout from the far sideline, it's Bryce Knox. Bryce Knox inbounds it to Ladke. Ladke takes his dribbles, gets it out to the wing. Good ball movement by Dickinson State as Knox drives, puts up a runner. It's no good, but Ramirez will be called for a block on that one. That'll send Knox to the free throw line for two. And you could tell there, he tried to get out of the way, but just was a little too late doing that.
Well, he was in the horseshoe, the restricted area, the help defender. If there's any contact, the refs are going to call it.
Yes.
And that's a lot of fouls. Carroll's, with 10 fouls now, they're in the double bonus, Dickinson is. And Dickinson with only 3 fouls the whole half.
First free throw is up, and that one is no good from Knox. 42 seconds remain here. 33-22 still to score. Second one is up, and now it's back down to a 10-point lead for the Saints. 33-23, big possession here as the Saints look to broaden their lead. Shamrock Campbell, top of the key, goes to Ramirez, far side. Ramirez inside, Brad King. Brad King on the block, posts up, turnaround, baby hook, no good. Rebounded by Lozier, but goes right out of bounds, and that'll stay with the Saints. Nice break there for Carroll as they'll get a 20-second shot clock, 24 left on the game clock, leading by 10 here at the end of the half. I think they'll take their time here.
Well, they get the ball now. They're down there to Brad, down there right 2 feet from the basket, and he's got to make that shot. That's a shot as the year goes on he will make.
Dennis Flowers the third will inbound. Finds Jovan on the cut. Jovan's Slovankinen up and under and good.
Good execution of the out-of-bounds play by the Saints there. Very good execution.
16 seconds left here in the half. Here's a drive from Ladke, kicks it out. Evans with it now. Evans goes across the court. Flowers almost comes up with the steal. Pass it around. Tosic for three. That's no good. Rebounded by Pedro. Pedro's going to huck up a Hail Mary. And that one goes over the backboard. I was hoping maybe it was online. Tough to tell from up here. But we'll go to break here, and when we come back, we'll have the halftime show coming up next. Carroll leads 35-23. We're back in 2 minutes here on your home for the Saints, Rewind 94.9.
Why pay more? At Furniture Showroom, every day is a great day to buy new home furnishings. No matter what you need, Furniture Showroom has a great selection of ready-to-deliver sofas, recliners, reclining sofas, bedroom, occasional tables, sectionals, extremely affordable therapeutic beds, and more. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit. Ask for details. Don't forget, if you need new home furnishings, ask yourself one question. Why pay more? Then go to Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Glass Chance Gulch in Illinois.
Whatever your financial plans are for the new year, the more you're informed, the better decisions you'll make. That's why it's a good time for you to check out our free Financial Learning Center on our website. Whether you're looking for new options to pay for college, all the ways you can buy a home or pay off debt, or good sense money basics, just click on the Financial Education link at the top of our homepage, because we're invested in your success. First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Jan. Thanks for calling Toyota.
Hi, Jan. I heard Toyotathon is on.
It sure is. We've got great year-end deals on Camry, RAV4, Tundra, Highlander, and more.
KIMO HD3.
That would be my mom. I'm home for the holidays, and apparently she's still eavesdropping on my calls like she used to.
What was that again about year-end deals?
Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
KIMO HD3 Townsend. K235BW Helena. Super hits of the 60s, 70s, and more. And still your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Back on the Carroll halftime show here, Daniel Sally coming to you from the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth here in the PE Center on the campus of Carroll College. I must add, an empty PE Center, of course, accommodating to the necessary protocols during the COVID-19 pandemic. But we appreciate everyone tuning in tonight, watching, listening, whatever you may be doing. We appreciate it a lot, and we wish you could be here. But 35-23, Saints are in the lead here at half. And looking at the scoring, Carroll, 47% from the field, which isn't too bad, 16 of 34. However, they do have 14 turnovers, so something that they're going to take a look at and work on in this second half here. Dickinson State shooting 6 of 22 from the field, 27% there. Both teams struggling a little bit from three-point land, 16% for Dickinson State, they're 1 of 6, and Carroll 3 of 9 at 33% clip from 3. Not a lot of free throw attempts for the Saints. 1 of 3 from the line, where Dickinson State is 10 of 15. I know Coach Paulson did say in his pregame interview that he'd like to get to the free throw line more, and it's not happening yet. So hopefully they'll be able to make an adjustment on that in the first half. Looking at some scoring leaders for the Saints, and leading all scores in this game, it's Jovan Slavankinen with 12 points. He's also got 5 rebounds. So quiet at times, but ended up being a pretty strong first half for the junior out of Belgrade, Serbia. Lozier leads the scores for Dickinson with 8 points. Rebounding battle, Carroll dominating on that front, 28 rebounds to 10 for Dickinson. And some other individual numbers, like I said, Slavankinen with 12, Ifani Okeke with 6, Gavin Ramirez with 4, Dennis Flowers third with 5, 2 apiece for Brad King, Guy Pedra, and Brendan Temple. Shamrock Campbell, only 3 points, slow first half scoring-wise for him. As I bring back in Coach Gary Turcotte. Coach Turcotte, biggest takeaways from the first half so far?
Dickinson with only 6 field goals, 6 for 10 from the free throw line. That's awful good defense by Carroll, holding them to that. And they have some pretty good players. With that Tosik, I mean, he's 1 for 4, and that guy, he's a low. Rozier's a good player. He's 1 for 4. Knox, 1 for 5. Those guys can score. So Carroll defensively, holding the Brewhawks to 23 points. That's the big story. Offensively, Carroll a little bit early in the year and not polished to where they will be. They've got a ways to go at that end, but already I see improvement from where they were a week ago.
Yes, a lot of strides being made. And, it just goes back to our original point. I hate to sound like a broken record, but this is what we talk about. It's early. They've played 2 games, and there's been so many interruptions due to the global pandemic that it's been hard to get a lot of practice in for Coach Paulson and these guys, but they're making do. And I mean, they're great at making halftime adjustments, so I'm excited to see what they bring out here in this second half.
Yeah, Carroll with 10 offensive rebounds. That's what's kind of saved them, Daniel, because they've only given up 1 offensive rebound and they have 10 offensive. So that's 9 extra possessions right there. Turnovers, Carroll with 14. That is just definitely too many. Dickinson with just 7. Jovan, interestingly enough, 2 for 3 from the 3. I'm sure that Dickinson wasn't expecting him to shoot the ball that well from the 3, but they're giving him those. You know, they're playing him to drive, and then when he does drive, they're double teaming him, and they like to post him up, but when he posts up now, he's drawing triple teams.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, a little more first half analysis and look ahead at the remainder of the basketball tonight here in the second half as you're listening to the Carroll Halftime Show. Saints lead by 12, 35-23 on your home for the Saints. Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
This Veterans Day, Mattress Firm has the best brands for the best prices, guaranteed, or it's free. You won't find better prices on the brands like Purple, Nectar, Sealy, and the world-famous Tempur-Pedic. Right now, save up to $500 store-wide. Mattress Firm is Tempur-Pedic's #1 retailer for a reason, because we make sure you get the best price and the best delivery and service. Come see why we are Montana's mattress headquarters.
Mattress Firm, where it's easy to get away next.
This is John Lagerquist with Century 21. In today's world, we constantly have something playing in our minds. We're told to meditate on God's promises. The word meditate means to think about over and over. Meditating is the same principle as worrying. When you worry, you're just meditating on the wrong thing. You're using your faith in reverse. If you go through the day worried about your finances, worried about your family, it's going to cause you to be anxious, fearful, negative, and discouraged. The whole problem is what you're choosing to meditate on. You control what you let into your mind. You don't have to let negative thoughts in. You can say, no thanks. I'm going to choose to meditate on what God says about me.
Thanks for tuning in, fans. We're still at it. Talk about innovation. This truly is the year of making changes on the run. Now is a great time to sit down with Capital City Realty and Property Management and develop your game plan. Whether you're thinking of selling now or in the spring, call them. The home team is ready to help you make the right play, no matter where you live or what to live. Capital City Realty is the right call. Buying or selling when service matters. Call on the home team. Capital City Realty and Property Management.
Great games, great snacks, great customer service, lots of great winners, and one cranky Ron. Hi, this is Jenny from the Gold Island Casino. There is nothing that gets us more excited than watching our customers hit a big payout. And we all know it drives Ron crazy, but we love it. We've got all the newest games with all the fun bonus rounds, especially on our Montana Golds. So fun. Come see us, get a drink, hit a jackpot, and say Nan Nanny Boo Boo to Ron. It'll make our day. Gold Island Casino next to the Dollar Store in Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
This is Saints Game Day, driven by Placer Motors on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Daniel Sally joined in the Brad Schmidt All-State Insurance broadcast booth with the Hall of Famer Coach Gary Turcotte here as we bring you the Carroll home opener doubleheader between Dickinson State and Carroll College. 35-23, Saints in the lead. And Coach, as we look back on that first half, just want to give it one more shout out. How about that dunk from Ifanio going baseline?
Well, you know, so he got the ball on the left wing, and he drove the baseline, and he took off about where that marker is on the baseline. I'd say he was maybe 12 feet from the basket as I look at where he took off. And you thought, well, he's maybe going to be able to lay it up or spin it up, but he just kept going.
Two hands.
Yeah. Boom. I mean, he just continued to rise, and all of a sudden, the next thing you know, he's throwing it down to two hands.
He's wearing number 12 out there. Dare I say, shades of Dwight Howard on that one. Not too bad. Well, as we get ready to transition to the second half, I mean, it's been a great night of basketball here at the PE Center. I have touched on this a couple times already, but we miss our fans. So once again, special thanks to everyone who's at home, tuned in, whether you're listening on the radio dial, listening online, watching the YouTube stream. Coach Turcotte and I appreciate it. I know Coach Sayers and Coach Paulson and Charlie Gross, the athletic director, really do as well. We're just glad to be playing ball.
Well, we are, and we probably should mention to Daniel, that like Charlie Gross, the athletic director here, Steve Jones, the building
how could I forget?
supervisor, it is a lot of work to put on a basketball game, especially in the COVID era. All the precautions that you have to take, the things that have to be done, the training staff here, all the people that have to take extra duties, extra responsibilities to make the whole thing work. But we appreciate it because we miss our basketball, and we're just glad to have, even without the fans, but still basketball.
It's good to be here in the PE Center, watching the Saints play again, obviously. For the second half, what would you say are the most important things for Carroll to tune up on?
Well, Carroll's got to run their offense a little more crisply, a little sharper. They get a little dribble happy. Sometimes they got to catch it and rip and look and find the open man. Sometimes they're just a little bit wanting to just get it and put their head down and bounce it. And I know Kurt's working on that. It's going to be a work in progress. Defensively, you can't ask for much more than the way they played, holding a good Dickinson State team to 23 points. That's a pretty good half of basketball. Dickinson State, they got to figure out a way to score. They had 6 field goals that half, and that just isn't enough.
I'll tell you one thing I'm looking forward to, and I think it's going to come naturally, but Shamrock Campbell only 3 points in the first half, and his scoring can come in spurts sometimes. He just plays his role in the offense. That's why I say I think it'll happen naturally, but I'm looking forward to maybe seeing them get a few more shots to Shamrock here in the second half.
Yeah, that's right. He's a point guard, and his job is to facilitate, get other people's shots, but where he gets a lot of his points is on the break, or the ball goes inside and outside, and he needs good teammates to get him his shots. They need to run good offense, throw the ball inside, kick it to him outside, and when you're not playing good overall offense and running your stuff and getting good ball movement, then Shamrock isn't going to get those shots, because if he gets them, he's going to make a high percentage of them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, he's a guy who plays his role. He's a smart player, and I think that's what Coach Paulson and this staff really saw in him when they recruited him out of Spokane. One of their first signings, too, when they had the coaching change back in the spring of 2018, and it's definitely paid off.
Yeah, Carson actually signed him, Carson Cunningham, and then Carson left to go down to Texas, and we hired Kurt Paulson. And the first thing he did was get in the car and drive to Spokane, Washington, and secure Shamrock, because he wanted to make sure Shamrock knew who he was and that how bad he wanted him. And he got Shamrock to say, which was, I know Kurt breathed a big sigh of release when he knew that Shamrock was going to continue to stay here.
Big sigh of relief, sigh of relief. Well, we're going to go ahead and take one more break before the second half. But when we come back, the Saints continue their 35-23 lead as they look to finish off the home sweep over Dickinson State. We got it here for you in the PE Center on your home for Carroll Basketball. Rewind 94.9.
All the folks at HCO Indoor Range love the smell of gun smoke in the morning. In fact, they love that smell all day long. With 8 indoor lanes, they can take advantage of that smell to their heart's desire. HCO wants to remind you that the holidays are fast approaching, and they have a complete selection of accessories to make excellent gifts for that hunter or gun enthusiast on your list. HCO Indoor Gun Range, the bright green building on the way to the bowling alley.
The ultimate transformation to freedom is taking on that mountain on skis or a snowboard. Played Against Sports is the only stop you need to get ready to take on the Giant this year. Need more than just skis? Get set up in a package deal. Buy a snowboard or skis with boots and get 20% off all your accessories. Played Against Sports has helmets, goggles, even coats, hats, and snow pants. Powder to the people. Get ready to take on the mountain with a helping hand from Played Against Sports. Next to Mackenzie River Pizza.
You'll recline in comfort when you get new reclining furniture from Rucker's Furniture. When you shop the Motion Gallery at Rucker's, you'll find an enormous selection of reclining sofas, love seats, sectionals, and recliners in many styles in both fabric and leather, and many styles are available in power. Choose from companies like Flexsteel, Best, and Southern Motion. 12-month financing is available with approved credit, and most purchases over $289. Ask for details. Your reclining comfort when you shop Records Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Are you totally bored with your dining habits during these times we're contending with? Well then, it's time to break away from that boredom and get yourself to the Overland Express for lunch or dinner. The Overland always has the right food that will satisfy even the most bored person around. And after your meal, you'll once again be a happy camper. Social distancing is being observed, but there is still room to serve you. The Overland Express, serving Helena since 1975. Now on DoorDash.
Back here for the second half, Daniel Sally and the Hall of Famer Coach Gary Turcotte here in the Brad Schmidt All-State Insurance broadcast booth. 35-23, the Saints lead coming into this half. Same starting five out there for Coach Paulson. Start this half, Dennis Flowers III, Ifani Okeke, Brendan Temple, Gilvan Slavankinen, and Shamrock Campbell as the Blue Hawks come out working right to left across your radio dial to start the half, and they get a quick drive. Layup is no good, however, it'll be a foul drawn by Jalen Tinnen. Coach Turcotte, I tell you one thing I like to see is the girls stayed after their game. They're here supporting, so no fans from the public, but our girls team showing love.
I love it. Yeah, it's good. The men's and the women's team, they're going to have to support each other because there isn't going to be a lot of other people able to support them. That time, Dickinson, we talked about halftime adjustments, came out and got the ball to Tinnen on the high post. And where they hadn't done that, they went kind of a high-low look and got him the ball high. So we'll see if they stay with that.
2 free throws good for Tinnen. 35-25. The Saints lead back down to 10. 19:40 remaining here in the ball game. It's Shamrock Campbell. Drive, kick to Flowers. Flowers now to Ramirez, back to Flowers. Here's a drive from Flowers. He pulls it back. He's got that ball on a string. Gets it out to Okeke. Okeke kicks, swings it. Corner three from Campbell. Off the rim, no good. Unfriendly bounce there for him as it's rebounded by Okeke. Now Campbell again, far side. He drives, pump fakes, puts one up, off the glass, no good. But Campbell gets his own rebound. Flowers kicks, Slavankinen open three, off the rim, no good. So a lot of opportunities here for the Saints as Okeke gets another offensive rebound. He takes the open three. That one's no good. So it looks like 5 shots, 5 misses, nothing to show for it on that possession.
All pretty good looks. There wasn't a bad shot there.
Taking it up the court, it's Hamilton. And we got a turnover down on that other
an offensive foul there.
Foul. Wasn't sure if they got that or a travel.
Yeah, I think it's an illegal screen again. That's a big emphasis with the officials is illegal screens, moving screens.
Shamrock Campbell taking out the inbounds play, running it up the floor for the Saints like he does. 18:40 left in the ballgame. Dennis Flowers III to King, now to Ramirez. Ramirez takes the three from the wing, and that one is good. Gavin Ramirez with his 5th, 6th, and 7th point of the game.
That took a little courage to take that shot. That showed some maturity there.
Gavin, another guy whose jump shot has really come along. We saw it improve a lot over last season as the Blue Hawks move it across. Driving is Lozier. Nice little move, throws it over the back, looking for a shot there, but it's no good. Ramirez gets the board and pushes the tempo and transition the other way for the Saints. Still a 38-25 lead for Carroll. Flowers looks to dump it off to Slavankinen. It's knocked loose, however, by Tosic. He gets it to Hamilton, back to Tosic, back to Hamilton. Laying no good on the break. Tosic gets a rebound, puts it up. That one is no good, but he draws the foul, and Tosic will go to the line for 2. Both teams struggling to find the basket so far early in this half. And as Tosic steps to the line for 2, don't forget that Carroll Basketball is brought to you by HCO Indoor Shooting Range, Helena's premier gun and equipment store, along with 8 indoor shooting ranges for your enjoyment. HCO, the bright green building on the way to the bowling alley, as Tosic hits the first free throw, makes it a 12-point game, 38-26. Also another proud sponsor, Mike Miller, State Farm Insurance at 900 North Last Chance Gulch. Tosic's second free throw is no good. Featuring insurance for auto, home, property, business, health, and others. Call Mike at 9-9-0-0. 17:45 left in the contest. Shamrock Campbell drives, pulls it back. Little fadeaway is no good. Rebounded by Tosic. Now Ramirez is going for the ball. And a jump ball will keep the ball with the Saints, who the possession arrow is pointing towards. Nice hustle play there by Gavin Ramirez.
Well, he does an awful lot of things. And he's another guy that could be starting.
Inbounding is Dennis Flowers. He gets it into Campbell. Campbell, top of the key to Ramirez. Ramirez now inside to Slavankinen. Slavankinen posting up. Little baby hook with the left, no good. It's rebounded, though, by Brad King. Another nice hustle play by the Saints. King saves it. Then Flowers saves it again, both from going out of bounds. Ends up in the hands of Dickinson. Here's Knox on the other end. Takes a Euro step through traffic and knocks one down.
Little scoop shot.
How about it? 38-28. 10-point lead for the Saints. Campbell. Now to Ramirez. Ramirez looks for Campbell, and they're calling that moving screen all day. They give Brad King for that one.
Yeah.
Timeout called by Coach Paulson. We'll see if it's 30 or full here. Full timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take it with them. 17:03 remaining in the game. Saints lead 38-28. We're back in 60 seconds here on Rewind 94.9.
If the weather's been any indication, we're already in for a rough winter, but your car doesn't have to notice. Get to DJ's Automotive. They can make sure your vehicle is winterized and ready to go. Heater, defrosters, fluid check, tire check. DJ's Automotive specializes in vehicle maintenance to make sure your car runs all winter long and well into its golden years. Don't let a rough winter keep you from doing what needs to be done. Let DJ's Automotive give you confidence that your vehicle will keep doing what it's supposed to do all winter long. DJ's Automotive. Here for you and your wheels.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
KIMO HD3 Townsend. K235BW Helena. Super hits of the 60s, 70s, and more. And still your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Back from the timeout, it's Daniel Sally, joined here in the PE Center inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth by Gary Turcotte. Saints lead 38-28, 17 minutes left in the ball game. Taking it up the floor out of the timeout, it's Bryce Knox for Dickinson State. Knox with 5 points so far in the contest. He goes to Tosic, who's got 3 points now after a scoreless first half. Tosic out to Ladke. Ladke finds a cutting Tosic. Nice job by Ramirez meeting him in traffic.
Good defense. Good help defense by Ramirez.
3 seconds on the shot clock. Deep three from Knox. That's no good. Good possession by the Saints defensively, but Tosic comes up with a rebound. He misses a finger roll, and it's rebounded by Flowers. Now Carroll's off to the races in transition. It's Dennis Flowers down the near side. He pulls it back, gets to the top of the key, and passes it over to Campbell. Now Ramirez with it in the corner. Passes it up to Flowers. Flowers drives back to Ramirez. Here comes Ramirez on the drive, puts it up, and it's good. Through contact. Nice play by Gavin Ramirez to get 2 points.
Good body control there. Yeah.
Getting it across the court of the Blue Hawks. With it. It's Knox. 3-pointer up, and that one's good from Ladke.
Well, he didn't even hesitate on that one.
He's got a nice looking jumper.
Yeah. That's probably why he's out there. He's a zone buster type kid.
40-31. Saints lead cut back to single digits. Ramirez cutting. Nice feed from Okeke. It's rebounded by Slavankinen. Slavankinen goes back up with it off the glass, and that one is good.
Tough, good competitive rebound. Tough putback.
Now Jovan Slavankinen leading all scorers with 13 points, having a nice game. Taking it up. It's Knox. Knox drives, puts one up. Offensive foul. Great job there. It's Gavin Ramirez on the other end, stepping in front, taking the contact.
And we're seeing some real good help defense by Gavin. That's not the first time tonight that he's saved a bucket for Carroll with his help defense.
Gavin is a guy who the athleticism is there, and you can tell his instincts are very good. he's good when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, and that's, I mean, not a lot more you can ask for.
He's going to play a lot of minutes. He might not start all year, but he's going to play a ton of minutes.
Maybe a 6th Man of the Year candidate.
Yeah.
Who knows? Shamrock Campbell gets it across the floor over to Flowers. Now Guy Pedro with it. Pedro to Okeke. Okeke off the dribble, gives it to Flowers. Flowers inside to Ramirez. Ramirez on the block. He gets it back outside to Pedro. Pedro goes inside. Okeke. Okeke posting up. Step back. Jay off the rim. No good. Ramirez going for the rebound. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Saints. The Blue Hawks will get it back.
Now Ramirez got the ball that time down on the right block and didn't look to score. He can score down there. He doesn't need to be so passive. He's got good post moves.
And a timeout called on the floor. We're going to go ahead and take a break here. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on your home for the Saints. Rewind 94.9. Saints lead 42-31.
Why pay more? At Furniture Showroom, we make mattress buying great again. If you're in the market for a new bed, check out our therapeutic beds. At Furniture Showroom, we have a great selection of therapeutic beds in plush, firm, and pillow top, all at extremely affordable prices. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit. Ask for details. If you want a great bed at a great price, get your new therapeutic bed from Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
They say every dark cloud has a silver lining, and it couldn't be more true than what's going on with interest rates right now. Since the Fed dropped the rate to spur our sagging economy, they've dipped to a low that's giving folks looking to buy or refinance a home a good reason to pull the trigger. Give our loan team a call, and they'll work to get you pre-approved in no time. Because who knows how long this thing will last. First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here, joined by the Hall of Famer Gary Turcotte. As the Saints lead 42-31, Dickinson State getting up the floor. And Coach Turcotte, nice lead that the Saints are holding on to.
It is, and at that timeout, Derek Selvig, the Dickinson State coach, really got after his guys. You know, it's quiet in here, and you can hear everything. And he was telling them they're playing way too soft. Really got after him hard.
Three-pointer up, and that's no good. That was Shea York with that one. And now out of bounds, they'll say last touched by Dickinson, and Coach Selvig also doesn't seem too happy about that. But I tell you, first-year head coach, when you're trying to establish that program, you got to do some tone setting, and sometimes that's part of the process, is getting a little yell in there every now and then. Gavin Ramirez with it on the far side now. He takes it off the dribble, gets it out to Flowers. Flowers, pull-up jumper. Long two is no good from Dennis Flowers. It's rebounded by Jalen Tinnen. Tinnen gets it out. Here's a drive from Ladke. Now Evans with it. Evans, good defense by Pedro in the key. Outside of Ladke again. He drives, puts up a jumper, but it loses control, so Dickinson State keeps it 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Blue Hawks. Ladke into a trap. They swing it around Evans. Oh, and a tough landing there.
And Ramirez hit on his head. No, that's
Pedro.
Pedro, yeah, he hit on his head. Yeah. He went up and got flipped over.
Evans pump fake. Pedro closed out.
Yeah.
Jumped up and a very awkward landing. So we're going to take a timeout here. So we're going to step away for 60 seconds, and we'll be back. 13:35, 42-31, the Saints in the lead here on Rewind 94.9.
Thanks for tuning in, fans. We're still at it. Talk about innovation. This truly is the year of making changes on the run. Now is a great time to sit down with Capital City Realty and Property Management and develop your game plan. Whether you're thinking of selling now or in the spring, call them. The home team is ready to help you make the right play, no matter where you live or what to live. Capital City Realty is the right call. Buying or selling when service matters. Call on the home team. Capital City Realty and Property Management.
All of the folks at HCO Indoor Range love the sound of gunshots in the morning. In fact, they love that sound all day long. With 8 indoor lanes, they can take advantage of that sound to their heart's desire. HCO wants to remind you that the holidays are fast approaching, and they have a complete selection of accessories that make excellent gifts for that gun enthusiast on your list. HCO Indoor Range, the bright green building on the way to the bowling alley.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here with the Hall of Famer Coach Gary Turcotte. 42-31, the Saints lead with 13.5 minutes left in the ball game. Pedro was able to get up and get to the bench with the help of trainer Jeff Burchell. So looking like he's doing pretty well, hoping he's okay. Fadeaway jumper there in the block for, that was Lozier who puts it in for two, and it's back to a single-digit Carroll lead, 42-33. 13:20 left in the ball game, and now playing point for the Saints is Malachi Affelwork, a guy who I was excited to see some from today's from my neck of the woods, Western Washington, Fife High School. So not quite my neck of the woods, but compared to Montana, was stolen by John Evans there on the other end. A nice turnover forced by the Dickinson State defense. With it now is Ladke. Ladke off the dribble, guarded by Affelwork. Nice defense by Affelwork. Inside it's Evans, a little up and under the basket. Nice shot there to get two for the Blue Hawks, and just like that, it's a 7-point lead for Carroll. 42-35, 12:40 left in the ball game. Campbell takes it off the dribble. Inside, Slavonkinen with a rare miss close to the hoop.
He doesn't miss those very often.
Missed opportunity there for the Saints as they still hold a 7-point lead. Ladke swings it around. It's Evans now. Evans dishes outside. Now Lozier, guarded by Okeke on the wing. Lozier passes it off, and it's knocked loose. Slavonkinen almost comes up with the steal. Now inside they go. Evans travels on his way to a scoop shot. So before he can get the bucket, that ball will be going the other way. Ramirez checks back in. Saints lead 42-35 with 12 minutes left in the ball game. And I'll tell you what, I mean, not the prettiest game, but a very competitive game, I must say.
Oh, yeah. These two teams are getting after it. There's a lot of pride on the line.
Malachi Affelwork takes the ball up the court. Ramirez, now to Campbell. Campbell to Slavonkinen on the far side. Back to Ramirez. Shamrock with it again. He'll drive. Post up. Fade away from the block. Off the glass. And it's good. And when his team needs it the most, Shamrock Campbell.
You said it exactly. Exactly. That's when a point guard knows, okay, I've got to get my shot here. That's when the good one knows.
Becoming such a good player and such a good leader over the last couple of years. I remember meeting him as a freshman. Great guy. With it is Kosick now. He gets it over to Lozier. Lozier, three-pointer, and that one's good. So Dickinson State answers, and just like that, it's a 6-point ball game. So Dickinson State and Coach Selvig, they're doing a really good job keeping this thing close. Malachi Affelwork goes to Okeke. Okeke on the elbow. Back out to Affelwork. Affelwork inside. Now it's Ramirez. Ramirez posts up, puts it up, and that one's good. A big shot from the sophomore Gavin Ramirez. Back to an 8-point lead, 46-38. Taking it up, it's Ladke. And swing it out to the corner, Evans. Now step back three, Ladke, nice job there, selling the contact, getting the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot three free throws, excuse me. And you know, they've really, over the last few years, one thing that's happened in the evolution of the game of basketball is that landing rule on a jump shot. And we see more and more of it each season.
Dickinson is just playing better offensively than, just like much better. Much better ball movement, inside, outside, finding the open man, making the extra pass.
Free throw up, and that one's good.
That's why they're scoring.
Ladke will shoot one more. He steps to the line, looking to make this a 6-point game once again, and he does. And correction, I said he'd shoot one more. I meant to say he'd shoot two, because remember, he's on a step-back three, so he's got one more shot. So he's got a chance to make this a 5-point game, which would be the slimmest margin since about 6 minutes into the game, when it was about 13-7, I believe. And before he takes that last one, just another reminder, proud sponsor of Carroll Basketball and Rewind 94.9 is Play It Again Sports, your ski and snowboard rental headquarters, and DJ's Automotive, here for you and your wheels. Another made free throw for Ladke. It's 46-41. Saints lead by 5. Could use a bucket here. It's Campbell off the jumper for three, and that one's good. Nice setup by Flowers.
That's a set coming out of the timeout by Coach Paulson. Run to perfection.
Here's Hamilton with it. Hamilton drives, puts one up, off the glass, no good. Flowers with the rebound. Saints looking to capitalize here. They get it out. It's Slavankinen. Slavankinen drives, pump fake, up with the left, and it's good. Nice play by Jovan Slavankinen. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, you get a 3 from Campbell, a quick 2 from Slavankinen. Those are your 2 leaders. Back-to-back buckets. It's a double-digit lead once again for the Saints. There's a drive by Ladke. He kicks it out. And it's a travel as Hamilton tried to go
The
with the
other
leg.
official's got a foul. A late call by the that is not what you want out of the officials right there. And that was called way after the official called traveling. The lead official under the basket, he blew his whistle and called the foul.
Yeah, so to walk it back a little bit, it was Trayvon Hamilton of Dickinson State going on the drive, losing his footing, and like you said, the lead official under the basket, the late whistle. So it'll stay with Dickinson State as Tosick has it now. He pulls up for a long 2, and he knocks it down. 51-43, so just like that, it's back to an 8-point game.
That's a big call by the official there.
Big.
That was a big call.
Big. 9:20 on the clock. Saints lead by 8. Samrock Campbell goes down, step back jumper, and he is just lights out right now in this second half. That's 3 buckets in the last 2.5 minutes for Shamrock Campbell. He may not be a senior, but he sure plays like one.
Yeah, it was.
Ladke over to the wing. Inside they go. It's Tosick with it. Tosick guarded by Slavankinen, who's done a really nice job defending him tonight. And a travel. There it is. For Tosick, looking to back down and turn it into a spin move. And we'll have a traveling violation called on the Blue Hawks. Dennis Flowers III taking his time getting the ball up the court for the Saints. Flowers has 5 points tonight. Here's Slavankinen now. Back to Campbell. Campbell, pull up from the free throw line. No good. Offensive rebound, Jovan Slavankinen. He pump fakes. Little turnaround baby hook. And he gets the roll. Jovan Slavankinen with a beautiful finish inside the paint. The Saints lead is back to 12.
Boy, that's a nice touch.
He continues to get better. Jovan Slavankinen, like a fine wine. Ladke gets it across the court. He gets it out to the wing. Here's a drive. And a foul called on Temple, I believe. Hamilton drove in. And correction, that's on Shamrock Campbell that time, not Brendan Temple, which is good because Temple does have 4 fouls, so we don't want that to be called on him.
Once again, Carroll's in a little, Carroll with 7 fouls and Dickinson with 2. So the fouls, Dickinson has got to be enjoying the officiating here in Montana. Although I'm sure that there are fouls, but
the state is known for its hospitality.
Yes.
Stepping up to the line again, it's Hamilton. Hamilton with this free throw up, and it's good. And a quick reminder that Carroll Basketball is brought to you by First Community Bank, working together for you, and Rutgers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rutgers Furniture. Shamrock Campbell gives it across the timeline. Okeke over to Slavankinen, now to Flowers on the near side. Flowers works to the middle of the key, kicks it out. Slavankinen for 3. Off the rim, no good. Nice tip out there by Okeke. However, Tosick comes back with it and gets it up the court to Hamilton, who will set up the offense. Now back to Tosick. Open look for 3, and that one is good.
Well, he didn't do anything the first half, but he's come alive. That's 2 threes here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, Aiden Tosick now with 8 points in front.
Yep.
That might be the first open look he's had.
Yeah.
We've done a good job defending him, but he's starting to find his shot. Slavankinen on the other end drives, posts up, puts up a baby hook with his left hand. It's off the rim. No good. Rebounded by the Blue Hawks. Taking it up now, it's Hamilton. Hamilton setting up the offense. He gets it over the wing to Tosick again. Tosick. Still a crossover and step back from Hamilton. Great job there by Campbell to stay on board with that. Hamilton with the ball on the string as Flowers drives the other way, puts up a runner, no good. Rebounded that time, but saved right into the hands of Dennis Flowers as Flowers goes up for a shot, and it's no good. However, Dennis Flowers III will step to the line for 2 free throws. 55-47, Carroll with an 8-point lead. And Dennis Flowers has a chance to make it a double-digit lead once again. But before he does that, Carroll basketball, sponsored by Brad Schmidt, Allstate Insurance, 1611 Cedar and Helena. Complete lines insurance agency with auto, home, renters, business, life, and others. As Flowers makes it first. Call Brad Schmidt at 449-6939. Also, A1 Rentals. When you need it, rent it. A1 Rentals. Capital City Realty and Property Management. When service matters, call on the home team. And Gold Island Casino. The luck starts here. Dennis Flowers stepping into the line again. Makes his second. So 2 for 2 at the stripe there from Flowers. Coach Paulson call a timeout. It will be a full timeout as well. So we'll take a break here. 57-47, the final 7 minutes of this ballgame. Coming up in 60 seconds here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Hi, this is Jan. Thanks for calling Toyota.
Hi, Jan. I heard Toyotathon is on.
It sure is. We've got great year-end deals on Camry, RAV4, Tundra, Highlander, and more. Do you hear that?
That would be my mom. I'm home for the holidays, and apparently she's still eavesdropping on my calls like she used to.
What was that again about year-end deals?
Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Bill, honey, come here.
Okay. And did I mention every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? Our 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan. It's happening again.
Dad, hang up the phone. I am so sorry.
Toyotathon is on now. Come in today. Tell your mom.
Current offers end November 30th. Toyotathon ends January 4th. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years of 25,000 miles, whichever occurs first. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here, joined by Coach Gary Turcotte. 6:58 left here in the ballgame. Carroll holding on to a 10-point lead. It's gotten to as low as 5 here in the last few minutes, but a few timely buckets by Shamrock Campbell and Jovan Slovankinen have got it back to double digits, as well as 2 free throws there by Dennis Flowers before the timeout. Tosick with it in the corner. He drives in for Dickinson, puts up a jumper. It's no good. Ball's tipped around. It's rebounded by Bonnie Okeke. Bonnie taking it up the court. He gets it inside. Slovankinen drives, loses it. Hamilton with the steal. He drives in. It's blocked by Okeke. Oh, my! Evans with it. He drives, dumps it off. Hamilton loses it. It's rebounded by Okeke. And, wow, he's taking flight tonight as Slovankinen drives.
Okeke just made his influence on the floor at both ends. Big time.
Taking the ball off the court is Evans. They'll swing
monster block, a huge block.
Oh, my. Talk about supreme athleticism. Here's a drive by Knox. He looks to kick it out. It's stolen by Campbell. Here's Campbell on the move. Gets it off Flowers. Runner from Flowers off the glass. No good.
And, Dennis is having a solid game. And, he rebounds, he plays defense. But offensively, he does not yet have his game that I saw last year. He's just missed so much. He's missed so many practices, and but he's still such a value out there. He just competes so hard. He plays such good defense. He doesn't make very many mistakes, but he can score more than what we've seen here tonight.
As we have Evans step to the line, I tell you, Dennis Flowers, he's part of the reason that defense they love to run so much, that zone worked so well last year, because he could come out up at half court and pick up whoever was taking the ball up and guard him on the ball. With it is Evans. First free throw is up, and it's off the back rim, no good, and it's knocked loose. Dickinson State comes out with an offensive rebound after a miss on the front end of 1-and-1. Another offensive rebound by Evans, and the ball gets tipped around, ends up in the hands of Jalon Tinnen, and he puts it in for 2. So it's back to a 10-point game, 5.5 minutes on the clock, 59-49. Carroll College in the lead over Dickinson State University. Ramirez on the other end, he goes to the rack, puts it up, and we got a clumsy landing for Tosick down there under the hoop.
Real nice move by Ramirez. Caught the ball at the elbow, got a good step through, got a good angle, and banked it in.
Is it me, or does Ramirez's offensive game look a little more polished tonight than it did last season?
He is way more polished. He's going to be one of the better players in the league sooner rather than later.
totally agree. I mean, I think it was easy to point out last year when he came out that you could see he could defend. He was very athletic, good at getting to the line. But as he continues to get better, it's going to be a sight to behold. With it now is Bryce Knox. Knox over to the wing. With it over on the wing is Lozier. Now Knox again. Knox near side. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. No good. Okeke with the rebound. Okeke will push it in transition. Gets it over to Slavankinen. Slavankinen looking for someone to get it to. He passes it over to Flowers. Dennis Flowers the third on the drive. Pulls up off the glass, and it's good. A nice little runner there by Dennis Flowers. Keep shooting, my friend. Nice play. 63-49. Saints lead is back up to 14. Evans, far side, drives. Nice defense on the shot by Okeke and Ramirez.
Okeke is having a big influence on the game at the defensive end.
Campbell in transition, dumps it off to Ramirez. Ramirez tries to draw contact. And it's last touched by a Dickinson State player. So Carroll will keep it. 22 seconds on the shot clock, 4:25 left on the game clock, and Carroll still with a 14-point lead. They've played some really good basketball these last few minutes as Flowers inbounds from the baseline. He gets it out to Campbell. Campbell, Slavankinen, now Flowers. Flowers will call the play. 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. Big possession here as they look to add to the lead. Flowers finds Ifani, backdoor, and it's slammed down. Ifani Okeke putting on a show tonight here for the empty PE Center. And it's just great. It's great to see 65-49, 4 minutes left in this contest.
Well, defensively, he has started to dominate.
The human highlight tape, Ifani Okeke, how about that? As Knox goes to the hole for two.
Nice take by Knox.
65-51. I tell you, it seems like Knox this game has been able to get to the rack anytime he's wanted to.
Yeah.
Shamrock Campbell running the point. Gets it over to the wing. Okeke now to Flowers. Flowers pump fakes, fade away, off the glass, and it's good. Dennis Flowers, he sure knows how to use that backboard. 67-51, 3.5 minutes left. Saints lead up to 16. Here's a drive on the other end. It's Ladke. He puts one up but draws the foul, so he'll go to line and shoot two.
And that'll be the 9th team foul on Carroll. So Dickinson will be in the double bonus here this last 3.5 minutes. Carroll's got to keep him off the free throw line, make him score.
And you always say, when you got the lead, the last thing you want to do is let the opposing team add points with no time running off the clock. Free throw up from Ladke, and that one's good. Substitution coming in as Shea York will come back into the game. Ladke at the line for one more. Puts it up, and that one's good. Campbell will take it up the floor. He gets it up to Flowers. Ramirez, Campbell, now Flowers again. In the corner. Takes it off the dribble. Now to Campbell. Campbell, top of the key. Back out to Dennis Flowers, the third. Inside they go. It's Slavankinen. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Slavankinen looking for a shot. He takes it in, dumps it off to Okeke, off the glass, and it's good. Never too late to make that pass.
Great find by Jovan. That's how you handle the double team. Right there.
69-53. Jovan Slavankinen leading the Saints with 19 points on the evening.
Ooh.
And
good rotation by Carroll caused a turnover. Defense rotation.
Great job. Thrown right out of bounds.
Yeah, Carroll picked up their game here. Those last 3-4 minutes.
Full timeout called by Dickinson State, so we'll take it as well. Final 2.5 minutes when we come back. Saints lead 69-53 here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Montana, Mattress Firm has the best brands in the business, and we guarantee the lowest price, or it's free. You won't find better prices on brands like Purple, Necker, Sealy, and the world-famous Tempur-Pedic. Easy financing. Better sleep has never been easier. On approved credit, see store for details. It's simple economics. With the leverage of 2,600 stores nationwide, Mattress Firm has the power of giving you the lowest price, longest guarantee, and best delivery in Montana.
Mattress Firm, where it's easy to get a great night's sleep.
Great games, great snacks, great customer service, lots of great winners, and one cranky Ron. Hi, this is Jenny from the Gold Island Casino. There is nothing that gets us more excited than watching our customers hit a big payout. And we all know it drives Ron crazy, but we love it. We've got all the newest games with all the fun bonus rounds, especially on our Montana Golds. So fun. Come see us, get a drink, hit a jackpot, and say Nan Nanny Boo Boo to Ron. It'll make our day. Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here in the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, joined by Gary Turcotte as Carroll turns it over directly out of the timeout. Nice defense there out of the break by Coach Selvig and his team. 2.5 minutes left on the clock, 69-53. The Saints holding on to a 16-point lead. Inbounding it, it's Shea York. York inside. Now outside with it is Lozier. Lozier moves it across the court. Lasky for three. Ooh. That one's good. Excuse me, Ladke.
That is
with the pull-up.
That looked like a hook shot.
Something you see maybe in the NBA, not so much in the Frontier Conference, taking pull-up threes like that, but very impressive by Ladke as it cuts it back down to a 69-56 Carroll lead. Now Ramirez, far side with it. Gives it over to Slovankinen. Slovankinen drives, pulls it back out. Gets it out to Flowers. Flowers for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Dickinson, but it's passed right back into the hands of Shamrock Campbell. Fresh shot clock for the Saints. Okeke. Now Slovankinen. Slovankinen drives, kicks. Campbell for three. Yes! Shamrock Campbell. So timely at all times. Beautiful shot by the junior. 72-56. It's a 16-point lead once again for the Saints as we close in to 90 seconds left on the clock. A nice drive on the other end by the Blue Hawks as it was Shea York going to the hole and getting two. Slovankinen will take it up the other end. He's posting up. Tries to throw it into Ramirez. It's tipped by York and goes right out of bounds. So Saints pretty lucky there to avoid turning that ball over.
And here's G come back into the ball game. It's good to see him back. He took a shot to the head earlier.
Yeah, Guy Pager, a freshman out of Cathedral High.
Yeah, and
becoming a Carroll feeder program.
Yeah, well, he's going to be a good one.
Oh yeah, he can handle the ball. He's long. It's very nice to see. Flowers. Inside is Slovankinen. Slovankinen pump fakes, puts one up with his left, and it's good.
That's a tough shot. That was a bad angle on that shot, and he made it anyway.
And good news for Jovan is, I mean, a lot of teams are going to be paying this kind of defensive attention to him this year, especially with no Dane Warp out there. But if he can keep learning to make those contested shots, he's going to be a scary sight.
Oh, look at that. Again, he fades away, picks it way back behind his head, and then just launches it.
It looks like how they shoot in the video game NBA Street. Slovankinen posting up and under, kicks it out. Campbell wide open from the wing for three. Got it! And that should be the dagger for the Saints.
That's a dagger.
77-61, 28 seconds left. And not the prettiest games at times, but the Saints closing out very nicely in this ball game as they get the ball back and lead by 16 with 20 seconds left.
Well, we got to keep in mind, this is the team that went in and beat Montana Tech last week.
Yeah.
Carroll had a pretty solid ball game. I thought Dickinson played much better the second half. Then they got a little fatigued. Probably the last 8 minutes they got fatigued, and their defense kind of let up on them.
Shamrock Campbell will dribble this clock out for the Saints as there's 5 seconds left on the clock. And that'll just about do it. 77-61. A nice win by the Saints men by Coach Paulson to get back in the win column. Back over 500. A nice double-digit victory for Coach Paulson and this fine group of young men. We're going to go ahead and take a break, but when we come back, we got the Carroll College postgame show built by Builders First Source. Coach Turcotte and I will break down the stats a little bit and talk a little bit about what we saw, what our thoughts were on the game, all that and many more, and hopefully we'll be able to hear from Coach Paulson. Not sure what the status will be on that yet. However, Saints win 77-61 postgame show built by Builders First Source coming up in 2 minutes here on Rewind 94.9.
Dining rooms for your home are waiting for you at Rucker's Furniture. With the holidays fast approaching, now is a great time to treat yourself to a new dining room set. Whether you need a small dinette for your kitchen or a large expandable table for your dining room, Rutgers has a great in-stock selection to choose from. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. Your new dining room is waiting for you at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is John Lagerquist with Century 21. In today's world, we constantly have something playing in our minds. We're told to meditate on God's promises. The word meditate means to think about over and over. Meditating is the same principle as worrying. When you worry, you're just meditating on the wrong thing. You're using your faith in reverse. If you go through the day worried about your finances, worried about your family, it's going to cause you to be anxious, fearful, negative, and discouraged. The whole problem is what you're choosing to meditate on. You control what you let into your mind. You don't have to let negative thoughts in. You can say, no thanks. I'm going to choose to meditate on what God says about me.
When you have something to celebrate, you probably go out to eat. Doesn't everybody? This Christmas, why don't you give someone a dinner celebration? They'll love a gift certificate to the Overland Express. You can give gift certificates in any